Varro's deceased. Spartacus stands over him in grief. His wound hurts and he's angry that he was killed for entertainment. As Varro's corpse is transported, everyone's silent. Varro's wife is distressed and says that Varro loved him like a brother. Batiatus is furious and wants to take revenge on the magistrate. The one who killed Spartacus' wife is already preparing for this. Spartacus is feeling weak during training. Batiatus then tells him that Varro's death has been hard on him. He will take revenge and wants Spartacus to focus on Pompey's games. Spartacus wants his earnings to go to Varro's family. As Spartacus is being escorted, he sees the assassin Priam being entertained. Shortly afterwards, Spartacus starts seeing Varro. Batiatus and his men have captured the magistrate. He's angry, but Batiatus is furious as he denied him becoming a politician. He kicks him down. The man then tells Batiatus that he will fall when Spartacus does. He then says he's beneath him. Batiatus says he has plans for him and his son. Asher is hesitant, so Batiatus says they're committed. During training, Spartacus is in pain. He then imagines Varro again. Varro tells him to tend to the wound. His wound is open. He then faints. The doctor says Spartacus has fever. Batiatus is concerned. The doctor recommends that he use Crixus for the Primus. Crixus is happy to be put back in the arena. Asher tells Salonius that Batiatus is up to no good. The doctor then gives Spartacus medicine. He then dreams of his dead wife and experiences a seizure. The games have finally begun. The men fight violently. Agron saves his brother. Pompey's men are beaten. He wonders where the magistrate is. We then see Asher, who returns to the sewers. The magistrate seems to be dead. When the assassin checks, he bites the man's neck. He then beats him up and is then sent to the medic by Asher. Batiatus then introduces the Primus against Pompey. The people shout Spartacus' name, but Batiatus introduces Crixus again. The crowd isn't pleased and he's booed. Pompey's champion enters. The men then begin their fight. They seem to be equal, but then Crixus gets hit down. We then see that the man is attended to and he's given rest medicine. He rests next to Spartacus. Crixus fights violently, but the man seems to have the upper hand. Pompey thinks Crixus is finished. Lucretia gets unwell and is told to leave. The man continues attacking and Crixus kicks him down. They continue their battle. Crixus disarms the man. As he charges, he's cut down. The crowd now cheers to finish him off, so Crixus stomps his head. He's victorious, but he doesn't see Naevia. As everyone cheers, he lets out a shout. Pompey is not happy. Batiatus receives a letter saying that the magistrate's caravan was discovered with his guards killed. Tracks led back to Capua. As a search is in action, Asher meets up with Salonius and shows him the magistrate's ring. Batiatus wants to murder him. Asher's told to tell where he's being held captive. He says that the magistrate saw his face and needs money to flee town. He's given money, and when Salonius says he must gather some men, Asher says there's no time and they need to act right now. Spartacus sees another dream. Someone's covered and bleeding. He sees his old self underneath. His wife asks him why he killed him, but he had no choice. He then sees the same moment she died, and Varro repeats that he must tend to the wound. We then see the moment Batiatus approached the assassin who was supposedly attacked when returning his wife. He sees the moment of earlier, and his wife also repeats to tend to the wound. He remembers seeing no scar on the man's body. He then wakes up and finds the man beside him. He tells Miro to keep watch and unstrap him. Asher arrives with Salonius. When he hears noises, he runs off. Salonius unties him, but he finds his throat cut and the guards arrive. They seize him and Batiatus says that he'll suffer what he did. Asher then joins Batiatus and Salonius is furious. Spartacus looks at the man's torso and he has no scar from recovery. He then questions him about his wife and holds him in a choke and tells him to confess. He says that Batiatus put him up to it. Spartacus ends him. He tells Miro to secure his straps and never speak of it. Asher says that the man choked on his own blood. They don't mind his death and see it as a loose end that's tied up. Batiatus is happy with Asher's trust. He asks Spartacus if he's well. He replies by saying that he is himself again.